Really special. This is really, really awesome. It's unbelievable, I'll tell you. I can't begin to use the words to describe the emotions that I felt when I was told about being inducted into the Hoover Football Hall of Fame. Okay? And I want to thank Coach Hill, Tim Carey, Lisa and Steve Stevens, and the entire Hoover Football Hall of Fame committee for this honor. And I really, truly, it is quite an honor. When I was told, I said, I can't believe it. And then I stopped and I said, what does it mean? What does all this mean? Does it mean that you're one of the best football coaches at Hoover High ever? And I said, no. Okay? What it means is that in football, as in life, you never accomplish anything just yourself, by yourself. What it means in football that you never get anything that you don't share with people. You don't get elected into a Hall of Fame by yourself. Fate has a great way of putting you where you're supposed to be. My family moved to Ventura in 1962, and then that is when and where my life changed. Because of a neighbor, Dick Worley, I got involved in sports. First in track, I was a pole vaulter, and then in football. My junior high school team didn't have a tackle football team. We could only play flag. So I talked my mom into taking myself and some of my friends down to the boys club, which was on the other side of town, to play tackle football. Playing football and running track was my life up to the end of my sophomore year in high school. Again, fate plays a role. Going into my junior year of high school, that is when I met this new girl that came to my high school there, Wayne High School in Ventura. After graduating high school, getting married, and playing football, college football for 4 years, the first 2 years at Ventura College, and then we went off to Chico State to play the last 2 years. It was time to get a real job and start coaching. Started down in Poway High School in 1975. Okay, my ambition to be a head coach brought us up here to the Valley, here to Fresno, and in 1980 I was out at Kerman for 4 years. Then again, fate steps in and brought us to Hoover in 1984. And well, to have met so many wonderful people and made such lifelong friends over the years, it's just amazing. I want to thank all the teams. Thanks to the team of 84. Thanks to the team of 1985. Thanks to the team of 1986. Thank you, Kurt. Okay. Thanks to the team of 87. Thank you, Lee. Thanks all the guys that are back over here on the side. All right. Obviously, I can't thank all the players individually as much as I would like to, but I really do want to thank all the football teams from 1984 to 2010 at Hoover High School. It takes people to get anything done. Well, you don't get in here by yourself. It takes people. All of our careers, we are blessed with great people around us. Coaches like Brian Allen, Roger Oliver, Chuck Toasty, Pat Plummer. Well, Pat, let me tell you a little bit about Pat. It took me more than a couple of years to straighten him out. Okay. Then it took me a couple of more years to teach him how to use a computer. Yeah, can you believe it? The guy has an iPhone and he even knows how to text on it. So he's making progress. Pat and I worked together on the Hoover football teams for 25 years. Well, you don't find anybody. It's family. He's my brother. And that's how we both feel, okay? We would be there for each other no matter what. All the things he said about me goes double for him. So we go right back with each other. We are so fortunate to coach so many outstanding players. The young men that are in this room this evening, just a small portion of all the guys that obviously we coached over the years. Great athletes, great people, okay? Many of them went on to the next level and even beyond. And I want to say thank you to all those players. And I want to say thank you to those parents of those players as well. Because without them, we wouldn't have them, without you parents. I was recently reminded of 3 points of great advice. First, have a passion. Or number 3, have a passion for what you do. In my case, this was football. Second, work hard and learn. Number 1, marry wisely, which, well, obviously I did. I have some very special people here tonight with me that I would like to recognize, people who were so instrumental in me becoming the person that I am today. I have my brother Dennis and his wife Susan. I have my sister Sherry, who's here this evening. I want to thank my mother-in-law, Virginia Slick, such a tremendous football fan and one of my biggest advocates. Still goes to our games. I'm coaching with Coach Gavilia and the guys over there at Fresno City College. She still goes to the games over at Fresno City College. And of course, my mother, Betty Lyons, hiding back over there. Thank you, Mom. Thank you so much. For without you, none of this would have been possible. And who knew driving across Ventura all those years ago would have led us to this? I would not be the person I am today without their support, direction, and influence. Recently, the late Ken Venturi was inducted in the World Golf Hall of Fame earlier this year and said one of the man's greatest accomplishments is to be remembered. When it's all said and done and the crowd goes home and we're left with our thoughts and we sit back and we say, well, it's the people who we share it with, the people who have to live with all that happens after the games when we go home. Awards are nice, but they're not worth anything if you don't have people that love you and to share in it. First, I'd like to thank my 3 sons, Rick and his wife Jordan, Mark and his wife Lacey, and Brett. Thank you, boys, for allowing me to do this. I had the greatest experience any dad could have. Hang on. That's being able to coach your own kids for a long time. And then especially to my wife, Jenny, that new girl to my high school who just happened to pick me up hitchhiking. True story. I will never be able to say thank you enough for allowing me to do all this profession and loving it as much as I do. Well, you know, she has to love it as much as I do because she's put up with it for all these years. I love you. God has truly blessed me, and this has been a great honor, and I am so humbled by this honor. Thank you very much.